Hi, I'm Vernice Santuco. Welcome to another session of Rappler Live Jam. Today, we're here with Sam Concepcion, who is going to answer a few questions for us and perform a few songs for us. He's going to tell us about his new album, which came out in March. It's called Bago. So, hi Sam, how are you?
Hi. Wait, I don't need that, do I?
Yeah,
don't
you
know
have
that.
your, yes.
Hey, hi. Thanks for having me here. Thanks,
Yeah,
Rappler.
thank you for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Can you tell us about Bago?
Okay, Bago. Bago
Yeah.
is my newest album. This is my fourth studio album under Universal Records, and it's called Bago.
Yeah.
So basically,
why
it's
Bago? I mean, other than it's
one
new.
for a few reasons. One, it's because Bago is one of the tracks in the album.
Yeah.
One of the songs is called Bago. It's a beautiful ballad. Secondly, I wanted to for this album I wanted to try new things. In my past albums, of course, which I released about a long time ago. I guess that the difference of this album is that I really wanted to try new things. So I collaborated with a lot of different songwriters
Yeah.
and composers and musicians to put this album together and make an all original album. And that to me is something that I've never done before. I mean, especially a lot of people like hearing a lot of artists do covers or their versions
Yeah.
of other songs, but I guess as a young artist, I wanted to be able to do my part, contribute to making original music.
Yeah. So what went into choosing the songs for this album?
Sorry. Say
What
again.
went into choosing the songs for this album?
It's a good question. We
Yeah.
only have eight
I think
eight
I'll show it.
songs. Yeah, we only have 8 songs in this album.
Is this the album?
Yes, that's it. But when we were putting it together, we actually had a lot more, and we
Yeah.
kind of just trimmed it down to 8, which we thought was the right amount of songs, and we didn't want to put songs in there that are just fill-ins. And
Yeah.
we wanted at least six to eight good qualities, single quality songs that we can all release.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're gonna release all of it, but we know for a fact that we love each and every one of it, and nothing in there is just to fill an 8 album track.
Yeah. And I wanted to show our audience what it was like inside because I really
Yeah.
love the
Thank you.
I love
Yeah, it's really
this.
simple.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like the color scheme,
Thank you.
especially
Thank you.
that this is red and yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's
ayun.
actually grass that was blue. It's bluegrass.
It looks
like-
really nice.
Thank you.
Did you have a lot of input into the
Yeah, no,
what it looked
no,
like?
I got a great team always behind me.
Yeah.
My stylist, Rain and M, they are the best. Jerick Sanchez shot the photos, and yeah, that was a fun shoot. It was just around Circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Circuit
So what?
Valley.
Your last album was around 2011.
No, I don't think so. I think that's
What-
my last album probably around 2 years ago when it got released. So-
So why the wait? Or you just didn't
Why
want
the wait?
Yeah.
I guess I don't really I don't really do anything if I don't think it's the right time for it. So see there I try to do a lot of different things, and I try to do it in seasons. Like okay,
Yeah.
maybe this season, this time of the year, I'll just do musicals, or maybe I'll do TV, and then I'll do movies, and right now it's all about the music. So
Yeah.
I try to give focus to all of it, as opposed to, well, it does still happen sometimes, but as opposed to doing everything all at the same time, and like not being able to give 100% to all of it.
Does that get overwhelming? Because you're a theater actor, and then you also do TV shows. You do your music. I mean. isn't
Yeah,
that-
it does get overwhelming, but I guess I think I operate the best when I have a lot on my hands. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? When I'm doing so many things, I think that's when I'm really energized, and that's what really energizes me. But as I've said, I'm trying to do something different, I guess,
Okay.
and see if we can like focus on one thing for like a few months and see where that takes me. If I could just pour out all my energy on one thing.
Yeah. All right. So your first song for us is Isang Daan.
Isang Daan, yes.
Yes.
It's one of it's actually the first track on this album.
Can you tell us a bit about it? What makes it so special?
Well, Isang Daan is one of my favorite tracks in the album. It's an R&B, pop R&B sound,
Yeah.
but still keeping it very OPM in a sense. It's a Tagalog song, and it just brings that sound into my territory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We're gonna have
Okay,
you sing it for us now.
I'll sing it. Okay, yeah.
We'll just
Isang Daan.
wait for a bit.
There you go. Check 1, 2. Yan. Can we turn it up, kuya? Yung -1. Yeah.
Bakit sa dinami-raming pagkakataon puso'y nahumaling sa di tamang panahon? Bakit pa ngayon kung kailan di maaari? Pagkat sa puso mo ay may nagmamayari. Kailan mo kailan mamadali? Di naman kaso kahit konting sandali. O kailan mo kailan dalaan ang panahon? Di man malaman kung saan naantong ako'y maghihintay hanggang walang hanggan. Maghihintay hanggang sa mahagkan. Ilang oras at minuto man, buwan at araw magdaan, ako'y nandyan lang. Abutin man ng 100 at isa, 100 at isa, 100 taon, ako'y maghihintay ng 100 at isa. Kung ang tayo'y ihahambing sa bundok, tagos sa ulap ang lakbay para marating ang tugtog. Makabutin pa ako ng pagputi ng buhok, upang sa trono ng puso mo ay muling maluklok. Oh, oh. Kailan mo kailan di nagmamadali, di naman kaso kahit konting sandali. Kailan mo kailan dalaan ang panahon, di man malaman kung saan hanto. Maghihintay hanggang sa mahagkan. Ilang oras at minuto man, buwan at araw magdaan, ako'y nandyan lang. Mabuti man na yeah, yeah. At isa, 100 at isa kahit libo-libo, kahit siglo-siglo, basta't mandang huli ikaw at ako. Kahit libo-libo, siglo-siglo, kailan mo kailan di nagmamadali, di naman kaso kahit konting sandali. Kailan mo kailan lalaan ang panahon, di man malaman kung saan nato. Maghihintay hanggang walang hanggat, maghihintay hanggang sa mahagkan. Ilang oras at minuto man, buwan at araw magdaan, ako'y nandyan lang. Abutin man ng 100 at isa, 100 at isa, 100 taon, ako'y maghihintay ng 100 at isa, 100 at isa, 100 taon, ako'y maghihintay ng ako'y nandyan na, ako'y nandyan na, buti man na. 100 taon, ako'y maghihintay ng 100 at isa, 100 at isa, 100 taon, ako'y maghihintay ng.
Thanks. Yay. Everyone's clapping. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, is that it? We cut there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh no, we're still live? Okay, I
Yes.
thought we cut there.
Oh, no,
okay,
no,
I thought we
no.
had
We
stops.
still have more
Everyone
songs for
started
us.
to clap. I didn't know that. I love how they're busy with their work. And,
yeah.
yeah,
Anyway.
we're still at the moment, but.
So, You, we were talking about how um, you're really a performer. You know, how overwhelming it might be.
Yeah.
Because you know
Little bit.
you do a little bit of everything, and you've been doing it for quite a while since you were very young.
Quite.
Yeah.
Quite. Yeah.
So, do you still get nervous performing?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think you really get over the feeling of being on stage or wanting to get on stage.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm so addicted to performing. It's that feeling before you get on stage. It's when the excitement builds. You know that's what the energy is. What's really addictive about it, and you know that's one thing that I don't think I'm gonna get over. You know the nerves before the show, not you know bad, more like nerves out of excitement. Is what it is. Yeah.
Do you have a moment during a show that's like very, very memorable for you? The feelings that you had during that time.
Yeah, I think one of the best moments I've had in my career was when I was around. How old was I? 15 or
Yeah.
16 when Taylor Swift came here to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I opened for her show.
Oh, whoa.
And that to me, I
That's
think, was one of the
incredible.
craziest crowds I've ever performed for. It was at the Araneta Coliseum.
Yeah.
And of course, I was a teenager. And a lot of young girl fans were the audience. It was just, you know, amazing. It was an amazing experience. Like, I don't think, that's probably one of the top three experiences in my life. It was just a different energy.
So did you meet her?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
I did meet her.
How
I did
was
meet her.
it?
We have a photo together. We actually,
Oh.
yeah, no, after, well, I have told the story before, especially, of course,
Okay.
after when it happened. But, yeah, after I performed, I went down the stage, went backstage, and somebody from her production called me and said, Miss Swift would like to see you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, Taylor Swift would like to meet you, good to see you. So, you know, went up to her dressing room, and she actually watched.
Yeah.
She actually watched my set, which is, you know, which I thought was crazy because she didn't have to. She didn't know who I was or
Yeah.
whatever, right? She didn't need to see me, but she was like, hey, congrats. You're great.
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
I was watching through my TV.
Aw.
Yeah, they had like a.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you've been doing this since you were a kid, right? Or since you were pretty young. What's been the hardest part growing up in the spotlight?
Ooh, okay. I guess, in a nutshell, the hardest part about growing up in the industry, you mean? I think is that it's the growing up, specifically that. It's the growing up that's the difficult part, because you know, I started when I was 8 or 9, doing theater
Yeah.
and show business, mainstream when I was around 12, and you kind of get thrown in there as a child, of course, and you're made to do adult decisions. You know what
Yeah.
I mean, or adults do decisions for you, and you know, later on in life, you know, 10 years down the road, where I am today, when you realize that, you know, so many things have happened in my life that led me to where I am. And, you know, when you were going through it, I wasn't aware of what was going on.
Yeah.
And you're only being made aware of that now. You know what I mean? So
So
you tried.
was there ever a moment when you were like, oh, maybe this isn't really what I want to do?
I asked that question to myself a few times. Siyempre, parang, now that I'm here, you know, how did I get here again? You know what I mean? But then, of course, you know, this is my passion. You know, this is what I love to do, and this is what I want to be doing for as long as I can.
Among all the things that you do, is there one thing that's particularly a favorite of yours? Like, do you prefer being a theater actor, or do you like doing TV
I get
shows instead?
asked that question a lot all the time.
Yeah? That's
And I
because
can
you're
never
good at
answer
everything.
it. I can never answer it. It's like, choosing one among all the others. I feel like, I'm choosing a favorite child. You know what I mean? Like it's just not right.
Yeah.
To say I like singing more than acting, or I like acting more than singing, or I dance more than I like that dancing more than whatever. But I have been, making time for all of it, throughout the years. But the theater is one thing that I keep coming back to.
Yeah.
That's like home base for me. Like I can do TV and do movies and make music, but if I really want to, just find a place where I could feel grounded, which actually keeps my sanity, I go back to doing theater.
What is it about theater that you like so much?
I don't know. I think it's just, I grew up in that atmosphere, in that kind of environment, and I think that's when I feel most at home. You feel most like yourself when you're there. Much like, say you go back to a house you grew up in as a child. That's that same feeling of comfort
Yeah.
is what it gives me.
And your next song for us is from one of your movies. Actually, it's
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I know you asked for an OPM cover, and
Yeah.
this is actually an OPM cover that I did. It was part of a movie called I Doobie Doobie Doo, which is a movie musical featuring songs of Apple Hiking Society, and
Yeah.
I was very privileged to be part of it.
Do you have any special memories with this song?
Yeah, recording it.
Yeah.
Sir Jim Paredes, just being able to work with a legend, like him is an amazing experience for me, and especially Apple Hiking Society is already a classic. I mean, they have built and paved the way for OPM, and just being able to work with them and to be part of something that is iconic is and it's more than I would actually explain.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
Okay, sige. It's called Panalangin.
Okay.
Panalangin ko sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, makasama ka, yan ang panalangin ko. At hindi papayag ang pusong ito, mawala ka sa aking piling, mahal ko iyong dinggin. Wala nang iba pang mas mahalaga sa tamis na dulot ng pag-ibig nating dalawa. At sana na may makikinig ka kapag aking sasabihin, minamahal kita. Nalangin ko sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, yan ang panalangin ko. At hindi papayag ang pusong ito, mawala ka sa aking piling, mahal ko iyong dinggin. Wala nang iba pang mas mahalaga sa tamis na dulot ng pag-ibig nating dalawa. At sana na may makikinig ka kapag aking sasabihin, minamahal kita. Panalangin ko sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, makasama ka, yan ang panalangin ko. Papayag ang pusong ito, mawala ka sa'king piling, mahal ko iyong bigin. Panalangin ko sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, makasama ka, yan ang panalangin ko. Di papayag ang pusong ito, mawala ka sa'king piling, mahal ko iyong bigin. Panalangin ko sa habang buhay, makapiling ka, makasama ka, yan ang panalangin ko.
Yay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. So, if you're just tuning in now, we are live with Sam Concepcion. He is
Yep.
answering a few questions for us.
Yeah,
and
ask me
and he's
anything.
singing some songs from his new album, Bago.
That's right.
So, before you sang for us, you were talking about the hardest parts of growing up
Yeah.
in showbiz. What naman are the best parts?
The best parts?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't consider, it special or any better than anyone else's experiences, but I could say it's very unique. You know what I mean? I was given the chance at a very young age to do something or have some things that a lot of people work very hard to achieve, and I was given the chance to have a voice. Most importantly, I think that's the most important part of it. The best part of it is that we all try to find our own voice and find our place in this world, whatever field we're in or whatever you want to do with our lives. And that was I found that
Yeah.
at a very young age,
Yeah.
and I slowly learned as I go, and and still learning, and still growing. And that's the best part of it, is that your voice is heard, and what you say matters. It's a big responsibility, but at the same time, it's a privilege. It really is a gift. It's a gift to be able to influence and touch people's lives through the arts.
And last year you did something a little different. You joined Your Face Sounds Familiar.
Yes, I
TV
did.
show.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it affected or has it taught you and has it changed your performance?
Has it changed? If there's one thing that it did, it's that I learned that I could, that I could, push myself to that kind of limit.
Yeah.
Trying to copy and impersonate people, which I didn't think I could do till then.
But you were an actor.
Yes,
You are an
yes,
actor.
true. But I didn't think I could be part of a show that really highlights, just that.
Yeah.
And
Which one was the hardest impersonation?
yeah, see, I did artists like Andrea Bocelli,
Yeah.
which I thought was impossible for me to do, and I won that week, which is funny. See, things like that. I didn't know I could do Andrea Bocelli or Ogie Agassiz or Eminem, but
Oh
showed
yeah,
me
I
that it could be
remember.
fun.
I remember the Eminem one.
Yeah, the
That
Eminem one
re-
was the first one.
Yeah.
It was the first episode of the season, and that was the first one that performed.
Yeah.
And that was my first win as well. That's pretty fun.
And then a few months later, you released your album, right? You released it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Few months later.
So is there Are there any other projects in the works for you?
Yes. I know about the tape for a new TV series. I have a new album out. Aside from that,
Yes.
I was involved in a play called No Filter. At around the same time, I was doing Your Face Sounds Familiar, and it's called No Filter. Yeah, like I said, and it's a collection of monologues written by millennials for millennials about us, about millennials, and we released the book this last week, and yeah, now you can take it anywhere with you. It's the monologues from the first one, the second one, and some new ones that they added. And what else? Yeah, I'm making more music. I'm still
Alright.
recording new stuff at the moment.
We're getting some questions from the fans, and someone
Yeah.
is asking, what was your favorite stint in theater?
Favorite stint? The most fun? Most fun was when I did Peter Pan when I was 17. Yeah, that was a huge production. They had to when they bought the rights, it came with the flying machine, which was the most fun part. You know, and then they flew in people to train us how to use and then fly around. That was the most fun, for sure.
Is there anything that you do to get into character, to help you get into character?
Anything that I do?
Yeah.
What is it? What helps me get in character?
Especially for theater.
Well,
I think.
the great part about the theater is that you're given a good amount of time to really discover your character. You know, you're given 2 months and you rehearse every day, and there really is no preparing for a role other than preparing for the role.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't get into character overnight. You just continuously. It's a discipline, I guess. You just continuously rehearse and do it, and it just becomes,
Yeah.
you know,
But
memory.
Has
muscle memory.
anything ever gone wrong for you on stage?
Yeah,
No.
of course, all the time.
Oh.
I've tripped. I've forgotten lines.
And how do you recover?
I think, yeah, the training in the theater helped me, you know, cope with things like that. You're made to, you know, think very fast.
Yeah.
And, well, it somehow, you know, when you forget a line, it somehow comes back to you. But, you know, it's just that split second of panic that feels like an eternity for you
Yeah.
when you're on stage. But nobody ever notices, of course, just yourself.
Yeah.
But it's all in your head.
What's been
But-
the worst for you?
What's been the worst?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I've tripped on stage and rolled across the.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like a tilted stage. That happened. One Peter Pan show, I was left. Parang one of the lines got caught in a moving head, one of those lights. And
Yeah.
I was hanging there for like minutes. They had to
Oh,
stop
that's
the show.
scary.
Yeah, I did High School Musical when I was 14, 15, and I missed the winning shot, which was supposed to be the winning
Oh.
shot, obviously. Things like that, just major boo-boos
Wait.
actually.
So when you did High School Musical, you had to do the.
yeah, every
you had to
time.
shoot it on your.
Every
oh,
time.
every time.
I have,
So
of
can
course,
you
it's the
still
winning
do
shot.
it?
But there's one time when I didn't, and it was.
So
They
can
had
you
to
still
change
do
the
it?
story altogether.
If we put a basketball and a basketball hoop in front of you, could you still do a perfect shot?
Oh yeah, no, well, you know, usually just lay it in. But
Ah,
that
okay.
night I felt confident, so I just kind of like threw it from afar. Didn't work, so I never did it again.
Someone is asking, what is the one thing you must have with you every day?
One thing that I must have with me every day. Let me see. One thing. Hello, my phone.
Of course.
Yeah, that works, right? Twitter, social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think like that's such a millennial thing?
It is.
Especially because you're doing no filter.
It is. You know, we always try to be connected with everyone else and what's going on in
Yeah.
you know, the world and what news are out. You just want to be involved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your next song for us is a pretty special one, I guess, because it was what your album was named after.
Yes.
Your next song is Bago.
Yes,
Can you tell
Bago.
us about it?
It's a really interesting title because actually sounds, it's very influenced um, by a different era. It sounds old. The song sounds old. It's a love song. The reason why this is in this album is because one, it's new and never been done by me before.
Yeah.
Secondly, we wanted a real ballad, a really strong ballad to be part of this album, and so we have it. And it's written by Junji Marcelo, one of the best songwriters I know, and I'm just really proud to have a song like this.
All right. Okay. Take it away.
Okay. Boss. +1 yun, no? +1 ba yun? Di ba? Parang eh. Oh. Whoops! Technical difficulties. They're playing the wrong one. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. See, this one goes in the looks for sure.
So maybe we can talk for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
while-
Let's talk for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were saying you worked with one of your.
Junji Marcelo. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he wrote 2 songs in this album.
All right. Who are your musical influences?
Musical influences. Wow, a lot. Well, growing up, of course, MJ was the biggest influence.
Yeah.
Kind of why the reason why I do what I do. I sing and dance is because
Oh.
of Michael Jackson. And then
So who introduced you to Michael Jackson?
I don't know. Just even kids today know who Michael Jackson is. He's just transcendent like that. And as a kid, I just listened to a lot of Michael Jackson and watched him. So mainly, one of my main influences for sure. And then of course the Justin Timberlakes and the Chris Browns, right?
So
That
who are
happened
you?
when I was
Who
really
are you listening to now?
Now, it really it's really different. It really depends on what's on Discover Weekly. It's the truth. Because all the top 40 songs you're gonna hear it on the radio.
Yeah.
It's gonna be played out at the clubs,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's really about Discover Weekly. Yeah, that's where you
So
find
do
new
those
stuff.
work? Do those songs, like those sounds, work their way into your album?
Well, it's heavily influencing me right now. I really like a lot of future bass,
Yeah.
a lot of future, fusion stuff, and if that's what it's even called. And at the moment, I'm trying to develop this new sound that I'm very excited about. I mean, I'm in a very experimental stage, and
Yeah.
trying to look for a different sound that I like, and that's influenced by different kinds of music that I listen to. I listen to different things, and I try to get what I can from all these other things, and just try to see what I can make, what I can produce out of it. And yeah, I'll talk about it later on. I think they're ready.
All right. Yeah, I think they are ready. So this is Bago by Sam Concepcion.
Yes, sir. Very old school.
May ibang nadarama, para bang nagbago ka. Di naman kaya ika'y nasaktan nang hindi ko nalalaman. May kaba bumibitig, paano na ang pag-ibig? Kahit na anong mangyari sa atin, hanap ka nitong damdamin. minsan pa dinggin mo lang kahit na naiilang. Aaminin kong hindi pa handa kahit na magmakaawa. Bago mabago ang walang hangganan, bago mapagod ang pagmamahalan, bago matapos pa ang kwento nating dalawa, pwede ba ba sabihin na mahal kita? Bago mabago, bago pa mabago, oh, oh, yeah. Bago mabago, bago pa mabago, bago mabago, bago pa mabago, bago mabago, bago pa mabago. Aaminin kong hindi pa handa kahit na magmakaawa. Bago mabago ang pagmamahalan, bago matapos pa ang kwento nating dalawa, pwede ba bang sabihin na mahal kita? Bago mabago ang walang hangganan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's all right. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us now, we're here with Sam Concepcion. We are actually winding down our live jam. He's about to sing his
No.
last song for us.
No way.
But we will talk to him for a little bit. If you guys have any more questions for him, you can put them down in the comments below.
Let me see. Let's check social media and see
All right.
who's online. Yeah.
So this whole time we've been talking about how you've been in this industry for so long. Yeah? But actually,
I wouldn't say that. Well,
you are actually so young. You are just getting started.
I know. Well, yeah. See, I did start really young, but only now that I'm really feeling like I'm starting to begin. For many reasons. It's because I'm starting to get a hold of my own life. You know what I'm saying? And just discovering and just learning and growing and going towards a direction where I want to go. And I'm just really starting.
So what do you have already any plans for the future?
Plans for the future.
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of plans? Well, I just wanna be able to, make songs that will last. Make leave my mark here.
Wow.
In this world.
Yeah.
No, how millennial. But no, really, I just want to be able to, I just want to be able to do what I want to do, and at the same time, maybe, influence or touch a life.
Yeah. So do you consider yourself a millennial artist?
Well, yeah, I would think so, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, but
I mean,
I am born in this era.
yeah, aside from that, do you think you have the attributes of a millennial artist? Or what
I
do you
think so.
What
Yeah,
makes a
I would-
millennial artist?
I think so. I think it's because I would think a millennial artist is someone who, because we have so much access to a lot of different information,
Yeah.
and in effect, a millennial artist is very, multi-dimensional, I guess, because there's so much information that you get from everywhere, and that affects, the output. Secondly, I guess millennials really like, they like wanting to make a difference. They're like their voices being heard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
And you
I could say that
actually-
about myself.
You've been part of a lot of advocacies. What is important to you now?
With
In terms
advocacy.
of helping out.
Yes, in terms of helping out. Well, I'm still very much involved in World Vision. I am one of their ambassadors for children in World Vision, and I'm still very much involved in their activities and different campaigns and different efforts to provide for the kids who are in need of an education, a livelihood for their
Yeah.
families. And it's one of the ways that I give back and impact my community and my society. So yeah, World Vision is still very much part of what I do. Yeah.
And we are about to go into your last song.
Am I singing it now? Yeah. Okay.
If you want to.
But-
Do you still want to talk?
Yeah. No. Well, I don't
Do you have
know.
anything to
This is
say to the
no,
people
well,
who are watching?
Since I already have this chance, if you guys want to see me or see me live, or you can find me in these shows on August 26th. I think that's tomorrow. It's a smart event. We're gonna be in FEU Manila. Here, on September 3, Gensan, and September 10, I'm gonna be in SM Valenzuela. September 15, LCC Mall Naga. September 17, another smart event in Pangasinan. Also on Saturday, I'm gonna be making a surprise appearance. Well, it's not a surprise anymore because I said that. It's gonna be in the MOA Open Grounds for Hydro Manila, and I got a surprise for everybody there. Some new music that is not this.
Oh,
So
new music already.
yes, yeah, it's kind of a surprise. I'm not sure if I want to reveal it already, but it's a different it's a different sound and a different me altogether.
Have you been writing your own songs as well?
Yes, especially these ones that
Yeah.
I'm working on now. It's very much me trying to experiment and explore and
Yeah. Cool.
find different things.
Well, so your last song for us is Calzada.
Yeah,
Which is-
Calzada is the first single off of this album, and it's just one of those fun songs, and I just wanted to end on a high note, just so I can make sure that everyone leaves their computers with a smile on their faces, and just that feel-good vibe, much like the music you listen to after a chick flick to trick you into thinking that it's a good movie. You know what I mean? Like kind of. But yeah, no, Calzada is the first single off of this album.
Of this album.
Yeah. And thank you again. Thank you, Rappler. Thank you, Samsters, Universal Stages, Star Magic, and everyone else, friends, family, loved ones.
All right. This is Sam
Thank you.
Concepcion with Calzada. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.
Halika na, trip mo bang magpunta kung saan tayo lang diliwang na doon? At iwan na ang iba, tayo lamang dalawa, di ba kahit man lang ngayon? Para makalimot, sama ka na dito, tara na lumibot-libot. Sa daanan na makibot, kahit na pasikot-sikot. Sumama ka na sa aking biyahe, di na balik kung walang mangyari. Saan man tayo mapadpad, saan man mapahinto, ikaw lang ang takbo ng kalsadang ito. Ikaw lang ang takbo ng kalsadang ito. Ikaw lang ang takbo paano sakay, basta na lang bumabay. Paano na kung saan tayo dadalhin, kahit malayong lakbay. Pag ika'y kasabay, oras ay di ko ganong napapansin. Para makalimot, sama ka na dito, tara na lumibot-libot. Oh, yeah. Sa daanan na makipot, kahit na pasikot-sikot. Di na balik kung walang mangyari. Saan man tayo mapatpat, saan man mapahinto. Ikaw lang ang takbo at ang kasadang ito. Ikaw lang ang takbo at ang kasadang ito. Ikaw lang at ako at ang kasadang ito. Malayong malapit at kahit magtraffic at kahit sakali tayong magpagabi. O di ba kagalit at di ba papatrip, sulit ng lahat basta di kay katabi. Oh, di na balik kung wala mangyari. Saan man tayo makatpat, saan man mapahito. Ikaw lang at ako at ang kasadang ito. Ikaw lang at ako at ang kasadang ito. Oh yeah, sama ka na. Di na balik, yeah, yeah. Saan man tayo mapagpat, saan man mapahinto. Ikaw lang at ako at ang kasadang ito. Ikaw lang at ako at ang kasadang ito. Ikaw lang at ako at ang kasadang ito. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.